Hi, these comments are for STA, and I am Michael from BetterTOEFLScores.com. I also have a website at OnlineTOEFLCourse.com. And I'm listening to a speaking practice test that you sent me yesterday, and you want to get some feedback on this, right? So you say, Michael, please listen to evaluate score and provide feedback on my independent speaking practice test 7. What is better in your opinion, face-to-face or other forms of communication such as email and phone, and then why? All right, I have the IBT rubrics here. I'm assuming every time I listen to a practice test, any TOEFL teachers watching the video out there, if you want to make a comment, I like to kind of look in the 3 area. That is my first guess. As I hear you speak, right, STA, I'm assuming you're a 3. Now, as you begin speaking, the question is, are you still a 3? Are you below 3? Or do we need to go higher than that? And that's usually how I operate. And a majority of students, they really do. They score between about 2.5 and 3.5. That's pretty much where most of the practice tests I read score. Okay, let's see how you did on this one. So what communication is better in your opinion?
Choosing between face-to-face communication and other forms of indirect communication is difficult. Still, I would prefer communication through phone or email. My reason behind this selection is we are living in a technologically advanced era that even a single device like the phone can be used extraordinarily. For example, I have a friend who lives in Australia.
You want to say extraordinarily. I would say it like that.
And it's been 2 years since we met directly. But this did not hinder us from talking to each other every week.
Okay.
We often have video calls as well where we can see each other. This eliminates the need for direct communication.
This what? Eliminates. You had a word stress shift with that word.
This did not hinder us from talking to each other every week. We often have video calls as well where we can see each other. This eliminates the need for direct communication. Because of this, I would go with communication through phone or email rather than direct communication.
This is a good response. I like it. You seem to be pretty fluid, right? The 4 says well-paced flow, fluid expression, speech is clear, not 100%. You have some word stress shifts with multisyllabic words, for example. So you had some minor problems in there. You seem to have pretty good control of your speaking, your vocabulary, and also your grammar, and I liked how you organize and develop your ideas. I'm going to put you between 3.5 and 4, so I'm going to put you at 24 to 26 points on this practice test. Let me listen to it one more time, and then I'll give you my final analysis.
Choosing between face-to-face communication and other forms of indirect communication is difficult. Still, I would prefer communication through phone or email. My reason behind this selection is we are living in a technologically advanced era that even a single...
The only problem is you have a lot of short, simple sentences there, so that's not a good strategy, right? Try to combine some of those sentences into complex and compound sentences. That shows a little bit better syntactic variety.
A device like the phone can be used extraordinarily. For example, I have a friend who lives in Australia and it's been 2 years since we met directly. But this did not hinder us from talking to each other every week. We often have video calls as well where we can see each other. This eliminates the need for direct communication. Because of this, I would go with communication through phone or email rather than direct communication.
It's a good response, but that, like I was saying a minute ago, I think you're in the 4 really in topic development. I think is in the 4 area. Language use is between 3 and 4, and then delivery is more in the 3. That's what I'm seeing when I'm looking at the rubrics here. You have some minor difficulties with pronunciation that may require listener effort at times, though overall intelligibility is not affected, right? So that's why I'm going to put your score here at 24 to 26 points. I'm going to keep it what I said a minute ago. So if you didn't get 26, probably because of some minor delivery problem.